GoGriffs.com here with head coach Dave Smith as the Griffs gear up for a home series against Air Force this weekend. Coach, you're coming off of another 3-point weekend. Thoughts about the matchup against Holy Cross?
Holy Cross was top team in the league going into the weekend, and they came out in the first period and really took it to us. I think we were ready to play, but their pace and enthusiasm for being at home is something we want to learn from and replicate. But I think for the next 5 periods, we controlled. We played really well. 2 games that come right down to the wire with a tie and an overtime win, but really proud of our effort, our execution. We had to move on from a couple tough periods, but we also had to move on from some good periods. So it's part of the ups and downs of a real close Atlantic hockey race for the top 4 spots.
Coach, taking a look at the season, you've really made some improvements in defense. In the beginning, you were at about 3.5 goals against average. Now you're down around 2. Talk about how important that improvement in defense is.
Well, it gives you a chance every night, and we still have other areas to improve, but that's the biggest and one that affects the most people, because special teams is a more unique situation. But if you don't have goaltending and team defense, you can't win, because you can't score 5 goals every night to try and win. It's too hard in this league with everybody being organized and very passionate about defending their own net. So we've got that now. We've shown a lot of consistency with it, and we want to keep building on it.
Coach, right now, Jack Stander's leading your defense in points. Thoughts about how he's playing right now?
Yeah, Jack's been very good. I mean, he's a big, strong young man that can skate and he can get pucks to the net. And, when he does those things, I think he's been rewarded with a real big goal last weekend, but also his puck-moving ability is getting him some points. So really happy with his progress. And just like everybody, we want to keep going, but you can see some of the special things that he's capable of.
Coach, now you've had 2 3-point weekends in a row. You're on a 4-game unbeaten streak. Talk about how important that momentum is moving into Air Force, but also this kind of final stretch of games.
Well, the beauty of being unbeaten in 4 is we're so focused on today. I didn't know that until you just said it, that we're so focused on today, we're so focused on the next shift and the next period that's how you get winning streaks. That's how you get momentum. And all of a sudden you look back and you say, oh wow, we've been pretty good since Christmas. We've been pretty good for 4 games. And now our focus is on the next shift and the next period and the next game. And if we take care of those things, I think we're beginning to position ourselves very well for the playoffs and to get that top 4 home ice bye.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck moving forward.
Thanks, Ben.
GoGriffs.com here with sophomore defenseman Jack Stander. Jack, right now you're currently leading the defense in points. What's working for you right now?
Yeah, I think the past few weekends I've just been trying to keep it as simple as possible. Try not to do too much with the puck, but when I get my opportunity in the offensive zone, I'm going to take it. So just trying to keep my game as balanced as possible from the D zone all the way to the offensive zone.
Taking a look at defense as a whole, there's been improvements. Goals against average in the beginning of the season were about 3.5. Now you're down to around 2. How important is that improvement?
Yeah, I think, especially these past few weekends, we've, tightened it up as a whole defensively, from the forwards down to the goalies. So, just making those quick breakout passes, being tough to play against in the dirty areas of the game. And, I think that's the biggest, biggest keys for us as a D corps is just to keep it simple and be tough to play against every night.
And Jack, the Griffs are gearing up for a series this weekend against Air Force, and currently you're riding a 4-game unbeaten streak. Talk about the momentum moving into this weekend and your expectations.
Yeah, obviously, coming away with 3 points this past weekend against a really good Holy Cross team is huge for us. I thought we made a statement this past weekend, so we're gonna have to make another statement this weekend against a really good Air Force team. So we just got to keep it going. We got to learn from our weaknesses last weekend, but continue to just keep going. So, hopefully we can get another 4 points this weekend.
Thanks, Jack. Good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thank you.